Hello and welcome back to another Kids Talk Sports video. Today we are going to be talking about the Aaron Rodgers
Situation.
in Green Bay. Overall, there's a lot to talk about here, because he's one of the best QBs in the league right now. Definitely top three, and there's just a lot of drama going on right now. So, Obe, start us off with what you want to talk about first.
Adam Schefter, who's like this big
ESPN reporter.
yeah, and he reports that Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to play for Green Bay anymore. And if it's coming from Adam Schefter, you kind of have to believe it,
Yeah,
right?
it's definitely legit. I mean, here's the thing, okay? Obe has a lot of thoughts about this too, but my first thought is I think this is really important. Why is he scared he's going to be beat out by a guy that's never played in the NFL and he was the MVP last year? It's just, he obviously, look, Green Bay is a great organization. It's owned by the fans. I mean, they're like, if he goes, let's say, to the Broncos or something, right? Like, how is that? That's so much worse than the Packers. The Packers have arguably definitely top three wide receiver, possibly the best wide receiver in the league. You've got some young players with talent. You just signed Aaron Jones back to like a 4-year deal or something.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't know like how you can be mad with that.
Okay. And so as I was continuing, okay. So and then you look at wide receiver, Davante Adams. There have been so many wide receivers that it's just because of Aaron Rodgers. He makes them look good. He makes them look good, and then they think they're good. They leave, and then they end up being trash. Yeah. That's not the case with Davante Adams. Davante Adams is legit. He's really good. Like, he's definitely, like, it's not, maybe some of it is Aaron Rodgers, but a lot of it is Davante Adams.
At the beginning of the year, I believed it was Rodgers. Now I'm definitely a strong believer that Davante is one of the best receivers in the league. Like, legit. His footwork is insane. Yeah, everything, like,
he breaks you at the line of scrimmage, and he knows where to run, and you have that really good connection between the two of them. Yeah. Okay, and he's literally comparing them to his favorite teammate. Guess who? U of M alumni, Charles Woodson. And that's high expectations. The dude just became a Hall of Famer recently, Charles Woodson. So that's high props, just considering Davante Adams to Charles Woodson. And then you have, on the other side, I guess the main thing that he wanted was a number 2 wide receiver, which he sort of, we don't know if Amari Rodgers will be a good wide receiver, but it was kind of a coincidence that his dad used to coach Randall Cobb. And for those of you that don't know, Randall Cobb is a former Packers wide receiver. Now, those are one of Aaron Rodgers' favorite wide receivers. So you have a little connection there, and then you have Robert Tonyan. I think Aaron Rodgers made him look good.
Yeah.
But he did come out of nowhere, and if you stay, you'll help him increase his game, right? And then you go to the defensive side, and it's not all that bad either. You have Jair Alexander.
As long as you get rid of one cornerback.
No. Let me finish. So you have Jair Alexander. Okay, he's on a rookie deal, but after this upcoming season, he'll be done. He'll want money. And honestly, this is my opinion. I don't know what you think. He's a top 3 cornerback in the league. Jalen Ramsey's probably up there.
I'd say he's top 5 for sure.
Yeah, top 5 for sure. And he's on his rookie deal, which is crazy. And you have a really good nose tackle or D tackle, Kenny Clark, who they re-signed also. And you have, I think the best part of the defense is the secondary, because you have Adrian Amos, who's also relatively good. and you got Darnell Savage. So you have two really young people who are really, really good. And that's what you want because you get them for cheap and they're giving you good production. Other than that, it's mad because their linebackers are not that great. And obviously the second cornerback, Kevin King, who we all hate as Packer Nation. You know, he's not that good. Let's just say that. I would say I don't want to go into detail. So, and then you look at the draft. And also, why did this happen on draft day? That honestly, that's what is with the Green Bay Packers and drafts. Like Jordan Love last year, you got Aaron Rodgers this year, never drafting a wide receiver in the first. You know what? But they addressed their needs really well. Oh yeah, I forgot to address. They also have like top 3 O-line in the league.
Yeah.
So
okay. But okay. So focusing though back on Aaron Rodgers specifically and this deal of his, or not deal, situation of his, I feel like that, like if I'm the Packers here, if I'm just slightly smart, I'm gonna keep him, and if he wants to sit out, that's fine. Like you're wasting 37 million on him or something, but you cannot, like, if he's really that good, which he is, you don't let the MVP just like boss you around. And maybe Jordan Love is really good, but you're going from an NFC championship, and I feel like after going last year, like I'm surprised he doesn't want to just like end on a good year, possibly winning another Super Bowl or going to the Super Bowl, as he was so close there. He was a top 4 team in the league. Like it's literally in the stats. He went to the conference championship. So unless you're going to the Bucks, the Chiefs, or the Bills, I don't see why you're leaving Green Bay if you think that you're gonna have another chance. Because again, you're 37 years old or something. Like you have possibly like that could have been your last really good year. So
and I'd like to say, like, I know. So the draft went really well too. They addressed their needs. They got a second cornerback. They got a slot wide receiver. But it's just, and then you look at like all these news reports that go away from football. So outside of football, you got Brett Favre saying that he's not optimistic Aaron Rodgers to play for Green Bay Packers. First of all, you're not one to talk. Okay, you retired like 4 times.
Yeah.
And let me finish. Aaron Rodgers. Okay, you're looking at Brett Favre. Okay, and you look what happened after he left Green Bay.
Yeah,
he retired. He retired. Went to New York Jets. Sucked. Then he went to the Vikings. Okay, he beat us a couple times. I'll admit that. He threw an interception in the NFC Championship. They were just running the ball away from going to the Super Bowl. That's when the Saints won the Super Bowl in like 2009. So you really want your career to turn out as his?
Yeah. Like, also, adding on, it's just kind of sad that he's basically being hypocritical. Literally, the exact way he became good and successful was Brett Favre pulled off the exact same thing he's trying to pull off, and then he was drafted while Brett Favre was still starting, and then they started him after Brett Favre's gone, right? And that's literally the exact same situation here. And it's just like if you're the Packers, you're not just thinking about right now, you're thinking about the future. So if you see someone like Jordan Love that you think could be your next starter, like you're gonna draft him. It should not be a threat. It should just be like you're preparing for the future. As you know, Aaron Rodgers, 37 years old, you don't know how many more years he has. And anyways, if he gets injured or something, you always want to have a good backup. So it's just like I don't agree with what Aaron Rodgers is trying to do at all. Same with Deshaun Watson situation. I thought that was stupid. Like I don't think like the QB should not have to try to boss around the whole franchise because they're thinking about their career compared to the whole franchise. But yeah, anything else to add?
And you look at like I'm going back to this off-field stuff. You're calling the Packers GM Jerry Krause. And people who don't know that, that's the Bulls GM from when Jordan was playing, right? And he's like, Jerry Krause is saying like, oh, like in the final year, 1998, Jerry Krause is like to Phil Jackson, if you can go 82-0, you could win every single game and never lose. You're still not coming back. This is totally the opposite. He wants you to stay, and they're trying to give you money, and they're keeping the coach. How are you going to call him a Jerry Krause? And he kept everybody. He didn't want. Jerry Krause wanted to trade Scotty. He wanted to trade Dennis Rodman. He wanted to trade Steve Kerr. Jerry Krause is trying to bring everybody back so they can run it back, but he just doesn't want to participate. And they're trying to offer him money. They've been trying to do this for 3 months straight. And to your point, why are you scared of Jordan Love? Like that makes me think that you're starting to like fall off, like you're falling off the cliff. Like, why are you scared of this dude? And like, you have to see it from the Green Bay Packers side. You did really like it was not 2019. It wasn't your fault the Packers winning. For some reason the defense was like really good in 2019. That was their reason that they won. Like that's the reason they won.
Yeah.
And I think the Packers organization realized the Packers defense is never going to be that good. It's never that good.
I know. Like
so you have to go draft somebody who is maybe his replacement. And I'm not saying that like Packers have been spoiled at quarterback for a really long time now because they draft really Brett Favre has been there since like 1995. Yeah, and then he left in like 2007, and then you have now. So I'm not saying Jordan Love is another Aaron Rodgers or Brett Favre, but you
never know.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, that'd be really funny if it was, but I don't expect it to be.
Yeah.
So I'm going to finish this off, but this is a really bad way to go out, and this is a really bad way to go out, and the way you're doing it, calling your GM Jerry Krause, like you're telling your teammates, I'm not coming back. These people, you have been with these people for so long. You can't just go out and say, I'm not playing with you no more. Bye. Like over money too. They were about to make you the highest paid quarterback in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
You didn't even want to take that. Like I feel like he's just making excuses to leave.
Yeah, I feel
they could offer him $1 billion contract. I don't think he would accept it because he just doesn't want to stay.
Yeah. Like my last thought is like at the end of the day, I feel like it's after he made his first move that he said like he doesn't want to come back. It's like he doesn't want to.
It's like he decided that he doesn't want to come back.
Yeah,
like he's already decided.
Fight anymore.
Right.
Like because he thinks it's gonna ruin like his ego or whatever.
And I would like to say something too. People have been talking about his lack of resources over the years, which you're right. This is not a way to go out, like I said earlier. And you're really just ruining your legacy. And it doesn't matter what they did before, it's matter what you're doing now.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is your fault that you lose. If you put up 16 points in an NFC Championship game, you're going to lose.
Yeah,
that's what they did in Seattle. You've been to NFC Championship so many times, and most of the time it's been your fault that they lost. Yeah. You lost to Seattle because you only put 16 points. You only put up 23 in Atlanta. You got blew out by the 49ers 2 years ago, and you weren't able to score a touchdown with 2 possessions against the Buccaneers. It's not all Jerry Krause, the GM's fault.
Yeah.
It's just I don't even know. You go ahead.
Yeah, the last thing I want to say, and then we're gonna close out this video, is like you said, that is like his legacy in Green Bay. Before all this, like these are like probably like every Green Bay Packers fan's favorite player besides like Devontae Adams. Okay. Now like it's just like there's this salty like feeling now, like with Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. I'm not a Packers fan. But like he's not dissing the fans at all. It's just like the way he's going out, it's just not right. Like he could have made it more like of a peaceful ending.
Yeah.
But like it's like he's trying to rile everyone up and get a lot of
Mhm.
attention on this. Like you said, calling the GM Jerry Krause, that's like just not a very mature thing to do. So yeah, anyways, let us
Hold
know
on.
in the comments.
Let me. Can I add one more thing?
Yeah.
So I was watching a video, and Richard Sherman was on the show, and he was saying, "Oh yeah, he's right." Some people are saying, NFL legend Jerry Bradshaw, who was like a
Yeah.
Steelers quarterback, he would call them weak, and
Yeah, that's what
I
I
think, yeah, and I mean he's not weak in general. The way he's going out is weak.
Yeah.
And Devontae Adams is saying like he's kind of confused. Like
Yeah. So
it's
we,
just I don't know.
yeah. All right. So leave in the comments where you think he'll go or if he'll stay. But anyways,
Like, just be quiet and play.
yeah.
Deal with what you got.
Yeah.
Jordan did it. Like all the good players did it. Well, why can't you? That's the thing.
All right. So anyways, thanks for watching and make sure to share, like, and subscribe.